Spoiler alert, the movie is good. And that's basically all there is to it. So if you want to go into this movie completely cold, just stop watching this review right now and go see it. In all honesty, guys, I wish I could end the review right here because this is a movie where I don't have much interesting stuff to say except for the bare bones. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just that I usually try to put so much into these reviews so they don't sound so half-baked and hastily put together and...
Get on with it! Yes, get on with it!
Okay. It's just that I've been mulling this over since Wednesday when I actually saw the film, and the review you guys are hearing right now has been edited to death since I have run the gamut of emotions on this film and...
Get on with it!
Okay, sheesh. The Nice Guys seems as if it's meant to be a deliberate throwback to the old-age buddy cop films that plagued Hollywood for a considerable amount of time, which really figures considering that the director and co-writer Shane Black wrote the screenplay to the first two Lethal Weapon movies, a series which everyone says is the definitive buddy cop series. This is a film that I have been really looking forward to for a while. When I saw the trailer, I was thinking to myself that this was going to be one of the funniest movies I've seen. When this film came out, critics went nuts over it. As of now, it sits at a 91% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. What did I think of the movie? I thought it was good. Not great, but good. Our story: in 1977 Los Angeles, Holland March, played by Ryan Gosling, is a somewhat competent alcoholic private investigator, while Jackson Healy, played by Russell Crowe, is a brute people hire to hurt others. Through a fortuitous sequence of events, both men team up to find a girl named Amelia, played by Margaret Qualley, who has vague connections to a recently deceased porn actress. This simple investigation becomes increasingly more intricate and involved as more people in the porn industry who were connected to the actress are dying. An official from the Department of Justice, played by Kim Basinger, gets involved, and Jackson and Holland, along with Holland's daughter Holly, played by Angourie, discover a complex web of government corruption within this investigation. I know the summary may be a little scant, but I can't give away too much of this plot without getting into spoilers because it gets really complicated as it goes on. And that's kind of my main problem with this movie. I know we usually get to the bad stuff last, but I really gotta talk about this part. The film actually kind of reminded me of The Other Guys, where we start off with a very simple buddy cop comedy, but then the plot turns into a much more complicated story, trying to explain these big abstract subjects. And I understand that Zootopia and other buddy cop films do this kind of thing as well, but at least Zootopia's plot was a little more comprehensive, and the bigger themes were easier for me to understand. Nice Guys' plot gets very intricate and layered, almost to the point where I almost couldn't fully understand what was happening. Now keep in mind that this is just a personal problem. Objectively speaking, this probably raises the quality of the film, making it more ambitious than modern films. Another issue I had is the ending. Without giving too much away, the film just kind of ends on an anticlimax where I found myself saying, "Really? That's it? I want to see more." But I guess that's a good problem to have because I want to see more of these characters doing their thing, meaning the film accomplished its mission in getting me to actually care about these guys. But in all honesty, those are my only two hang-ups with the film. Everything else is pretty much perfect, especially the acting. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling are both revelations in this film because they are freaking hilarious. These are two actors that Hollywood has typecast over and over again. Russell Crowe is the action star and Ryan Gosling is the pretty boy. But here, they play against type to the utmost and they work off each other spectacularly. Russell Crowe does great with his laconic, dry sense of humor, while Ryan Gosling does great as a bumbling, sleazy, broken spirit who is also hilariously wimpy. And all the other actors bring their A-game as well. Kim Basinger does well as Judith Kuttner, the official from the Department of Justice who, spoiler alert, has a few secrets about her. Even Angourie as Holly is a pretty entertaining character. Kid characters in these scenarios usually only exist to get captured and that's it. But she proves to be a pretty capable individual in ways which I will not dare spoil. Even the side characters are entertaining. Keith David does a great job as a hitman named Older Guy. Yeah, that name is a little odd. Yaya DaCosta is entertaining as Tally, the assistant to Kuttner. The list goes on. There's even a little cameo from Earth, Wind & Fire, not the real band, but actors portraying the singers, that you can probably catch in the movie. All the technical elements are pretty good too. The cinematography helps to aid the laughs, and the musical score by John Ottman and David Buckley is rousing enough to get us hyped up for the tense moments, and the musical selection from the film is also pretty cool, with some of the 70s greatest hits like Horse with No Name and Get Down on It, to name a few. Bottom line, like I said, the movie is good. Not necessarily life-changing or anything like that, but good. I imagine that you'll have a fun time watching it. And that's kind of all I have to say about it. Told you this was going to be a short one, guys. But don't worry, there's got to be a movie that I can talk more about in my next review. Let's think. What to do? That'll probably do it. See you then, guys.
it.